Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatterbo on the ground. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Back to the air they go on 2nd down. To the right, and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not even sure their opponents have recovered from that first touchdown, partner, and already they're into the end zone again.
Now, I call this a flurry right here. Just a flurry of action and activity and just punching and counter punching. You're not going to win a game in less than a minute, but you can sure set the table for success.
Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Paul Senatimo's got it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Hyatt going to motion over left. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. On the move, past the 40. And he will get this inside the 30.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
19, 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
60 bucks, go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I'm going to make them bleed. When you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. The kick by Gano is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Mostert on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This is Genty on second. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Giants into the nickel, third down. Genty on the draw. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
It's fielded at the 14. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Running with Scannaboo. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Going right back to Scannaboo. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On first down, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's second down coming up.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Let's go. 60.
Dart setting in the throw here. Screen here for Scannaboo. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing now on third and 2. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They motion the tight end over. Going on first down. It's Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Finding Johnson once more. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Giants.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Scatterboon now from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He's still going at the 30. And this is going to get him into the red zone where he's at the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Giants.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatterboon. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result at 2nd and 10.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Let's go now.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Scatterboon again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Mustang 1960 by no street. Motion. Go.
Dart out of the shotgun. And he got it! Interception! And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety.
Result of the play.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. This will be grabbed at the 5. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes his grasp. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Darts back to throw. Finds Hyatt. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Man in motion here. Here's start now. And drop this down. Scatterboard. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
Giants, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Giants.
Darts looking to throw. And he should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on second down. Dart gonna throw again. Has it in close. And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Cody Lindenberg. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. But it's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give to Martinez. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Vegas first
Pretty
down.
obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carlson's kick is good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Dylan Laube on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll start this series with an option left. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Cougar 19. Take go.
Back to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
72. Hey, that's your man. That's your man.
3rd and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scatterbury. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Solid block in there, springs in for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Giants will have a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants push their lead further to start the half.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants take a 16-point lead.
26. Raiders 10. Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Mostert on the return. Things going well so far. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First down, play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Ready? Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set go.
A give to Mostert out of the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Set. 60 bicep.
Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Let's go. 70
Dart setting in to throw here. Absolutely fires this one right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Here's Scatterboo. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And a nice Nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here goes Dart to the air. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ready, go!
They call pass on second and goal. Running a screen here for Martinez. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Intercepted in the end zone. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
New York to the line. First and 10. From the pistol, Davis Gattabu. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Here we go, set. 70,
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
70 Lions.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Complete to Hyatt. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Laube. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Here's a throw. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And off to Genty. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another give here to Genty. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And this one doesn't go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking in the air here. It's into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Goal to go, they're passing. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. He has the touchdown. The Raiders can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a 1-score ball game.
Raiders 18.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60.
Going play action with Dart. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 43-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now come out throwing. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He takes it down to the 33. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the draw, this is Mostert. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 7, set, go!
He'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Devon Holland comes up with it.
Kate, unfortunately, I think we're watching a welcome to the NFL type of game for this young man. Tested after the first couple interceptions, and like they say, sometimes when it rains, it just pours.
On first down, Siskanaboo. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's Scanaboo on second down. Now on good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And this is brought to a stop up at say the 34-yard line there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Giants up by 8. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going right back to Scannaboo. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
1st down, ball at the 36. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.